You are now tuned in to higher frequencies. We do this frequently. Turn your radio station to E3 for that decency. Listen to great music and the latest movement. Safe listening for anyone that's tuned in. Who you waking up to? Anna Deshawn, Q Crew and friends. It's that real talk. Online radio with the spins. You caught up in traffic, frustrated. Just check in with E3 to shift your vibrations and get elevated. That's queer radio done right. Choose to be yourself. That's the only way to live life, and that's how it's done here. Just know y'all tuned in to the greatest. Ain't no competition. We ain't worried about the other stations. Check.
What's good people? You know this is your girl Anna Deshawn right here on Wake Up with Anna and Friends, only on E3 Radio, your number one stop for queer radio done right. And we got family in the building today, okay? Facts, okay? We got Yolanda Givers in the building. What's going on, boss lady?
Hey now, how are you?
I'm doing great today. Huh? What'd you say? Yes, we doing great today because today, family, we got a big day today. Today, the book comes out today. Hey, let's chat about love, right?
That's it. That is
it. Chat about love, baby. Let's talk about love, baby. I just made that whole remix. I don't know.
It's our heart.
It's our heart. Is this your first book? I don't know.
It is my first book by myself. I've been a contributing author to a couple of books, but yes, this is my first book.
This is her first book, y'all. We got to support. So I need y'all to go to Amazon. Go ahead and go cop that. Let's chat about love. Okay, now let me tell y'all a little bit about Boss Lady and why I call it that. Okay, she got about 50,000 different businesses. Okay, so we got, you may know her as the host of the Purple Tie Affair. She's been hosting the Purple Tie since we started the Purple Tie.
Yeah.
You know, she's also co-owners and productions with TGP. You know what I'm saying? There's Curve Appeal Chicago. She got, you see the wall. Okay, she's be doing lots of things. But we're going to tell y'all, I want to talk about the book today. And we also going to talk about her show. So the book, though, let's chat about love. Where is this coming from? Have you been working on this for a while?
You know what? My daughter actually for a minute, because she wrote her first book. It's crazy that your child inspired you, but she's been saying for some years, like, Mom, you need to write a book. And I'm like, but I don't even think she was thinking of this type of book. And so I've thought about it and I'll be perfectly honest, I never would have thought I would have wrote a book about love. But I'm telling you, I was literally driving one day. And actually, I was in the passenger seat. She was driving, and we was just having this conversation, and it just hit me. Let's chat about love. And I have to say, God had to give it to me because it came out of nowhere. It wasn't in my mind. So I wrote it. Now it was probably been almost 8 months.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit longer than that. I wrote it, got nervous, set it to the side.
Okay. And then what inspired you to pick it back up?
Because I really want it out there. I think it's a great read. I think it's something that we need to have conversations about. I think all of us struggle with, I don't say everybody, but I know a lot of people really struggle with this idea of love and do we really have a true understanding? And we're always questioning. And I'm not necessarily in the book. It ain't just talking about the couple, man, woman, whatever the case may be. No, I'm talking about love. I always says that love is, as the Bible says, the greatest gift of all. My tagline always is, even though, my heart has been broken, but my heart is still filled with love. So I wanted to chat about it. Okay. I wanted to have a conversation about it.
Okay, so tell me some nuggets. Come on, we got to give people some nuggets about this chatting you doing in the book about love. Like, what are we talking when we talk about romantic love? How do you think people view it? I mean, I think some people just are in love with love. And so they just in love with the idea of it and not with the actual feeling. And I don't want to call it work, but there's a commitment that has to come that actually, I don't know, sort of speaks to that love.
Right. Right, absolutely. And you'll see on the book it is let's chat about love and romantic love, self love, and the ultimate God loves, and it's placed like that purposely, because I think that even though we grow up knowing like our mom, parents love us, and we love our cousins and brothers, but when we really get into love, that connection with that other person on an intimate level is what we begin to think about. So that's kind of, in a way, our first experience, where we really talk about love. I love him so much, and do he really love me, whatever the case may be. And then, so I start there because that's where most of us start. But what's real about it is that self-love is, if you don't even know and understand love and love yourself, how can you possibly be able to have that romantic love or that love with someone else?
You can't.
You cannot.
You can't. That's why all these people out here failing.
No one really, and I know, of course I knew my mom and dad and people love me, but I don't remember my mom saying, girl, you gotta love yourself. I think we probably do it now more today. There's more of an awareness of how important it is so we talk about self-care, all the time. But I don't remember my mom saying, girl, do you love yourself? And you need to love yourself. But I think it's an important conversation, even with me at 50 now, trying to understand. Girl.
Who 50? Hey.
50 and a half, actually. I think it's important to have those conversations. I think the lack of love of ourselves, the lack of love with our partners, the lack of understanding of God love is one of the things that's tearing down our community, our homes, our communities, our cities. Real. If we had a real true understanding of God's love of self, and then love of other people, I think we'll be a better place. We know. Absolutely. They say the song was long time ago, what the world needs now is love, but what the world needs for real right now is love and an understanding of what that means.
Yeah. I couldn't agree with you more. I think, so much of the violence is coming because people are hurting, because someone hurt my person, someone that I love, so now I'm going to hurt you. So much of this retaliation becomes a cyclical thing that never ends, and no one can. Forgiveness is a whole nother topic, but loving yourself enough not to want to put yourself in a predicament where you take somebody else's life or that you hurt someone else. You know what I'm saying? Some people show love with domestic violence in some of these like very hurtful ways because that's how they were taught. There's so much work we have to do on ourselves that nobody want to show up for.
Right.
We have to show up for ourselves.
Right.
And if you don't, you just continue to do all things that hurt you. And I'm just like, that's maddening. But family, this is the deal. You got to go get the book, okay?
You got to get the book
today.
The link is on my website, on my Facebook page. That's what I'm trying to say. On my Instagram.
You gotta go to the Facebook page.
Got to get the book. Definitely, I'm going to actually have a in-person launch where I can sign the book for some people. And I'm actually going to have some chats about love. I'm going to have a couple of events where I bring people together, and we have some that read the book, and we have some conversations about those three topics: romantic love, self-love, and the ultimate, which is God's love.
I love that, family. If you're listening to this on the radio, of course, right, we're going to link to where you can purchase the book on Amazon. And if you're on YouTube watching us, because we cute on YouTube too, the link will be down below. Okay. All right. And just so y'all know, this energy that Boss Lady gives is because she got a show too. Okay. She started the show, okay, on JD3 TV. Did I get that right?
You got that right.
Don't let me get it wrong. So tell us about the show that you got going on there.
Without sidetracking from the book, get the book today. Let's chat about love. My first book, and I'm super excited about it. I think it's going to be a great read. But I don't know why things always happen. I be doing a whole bunch of stuff at one time. I don't know. It's always been like that. But I have a new show. The new show is Conversations and Confessions. It's a show about having conversations with real people, about talking about real life. I really want to highlight local celebrities, people that's doing great things in the community, very successful businesses, or businesses that are even struggling. I want to give people the opportunity and the platform to share their story, and be able to inspire someone. The show I've been, it's going to be aired in the beginning exclusively on JD3 TV. You can actually go to jd3tv.com now and subscribe. The first 2 months is free, and there are actually some great shows on there. It's educational, it's transformational, and it's going to be inspirational. My show with conversation, and then at the end, to add a little spice, to add some exciting, all of the guests are sharing a confession. They're sharing something personal about themselves.
These are our confessions.
Yes. And I've had some really great confessions from my guests so far. But I'm also looking for guests, so look me up, hit me up. If you want to be a guest on my show, look me up, send me a message and I'll make that happen.
Yeah, I'm just telling y'all need to know Yolanda Givens, okay? AKA Boss Lady. She be doing her thing. I'm looking forward to watching the show and supporting, on JD3 TV. We here for that. And family, y'all know the deal. Y'all already know what this is about. Go download the book, go buy the book, support, you know what I'm saying? We got to support each other, and that's what we doing here. Boss Lady, it's great to have you on the show again.
I appreciate it. Always.
Hey, y'all know what y'all doing. We got more music on the way. Keep it locked right here on E3 Radio.
Hello.